How's it going, everybody? My name's Doug Chambers. I'm the CEO and co-founder of FieldLens. We are a mobile field communication platform for the construction industry, for you. Very quick background on me. I was actually a project manager for 11 years, very frustrated with the day-to-day of managing basically every job I had managed. And I decided to fix it by providing a platform that allows everybody in the field to communicate efficiently and easily. Please meet Todd.
Thanks, Doug. Good afternoon. How are y'all doing? Is everybody awake? I know it's late in the afternoon. You awake out there? All right, we don't have much time, but I'm excited to be here today. My name's Todd Wynn. I'm with Rogers O'Brien Construction, the great state of Texas. Flew up here from Dallas. See you guys today. First time in Toronto. I love your city. It's beautiful. But what we're going to do today, I want to show you what we're able to do with this data now that we're capturing it. So being able to use mobile devices for the accessibility of information, yes, that's so important, but now we're able to capture data that we've never been able to capture before on our projects. And we have a specific project I want to show you as an example. Just to get real quick, a little history on us. Rogers O'Brien Construction, we're a general contractor in Texas. We operate in a variety of different market sectors, healthcare, multifamily, just commercial construction, but we love leveraging technology. Button is this big one? There we go. So this project, this is where, utilizing FieldLens, we were capturing data on our mobile devices, and I want to show you how we gained insights by analyzing the data. We're all excited about big data. We constantly talk about it. It's one of those things everyone wants to do and everyone's talking about, but we can't do it until we capture data accurately and correctly. So on this project, the Forest Park Medical Center is a hospital that we built down in San Antonio, Texas, a 4-story building. You can see some other stats about it there. I'm not going to go deep into that. The main thing I want you to take out of this is it was a very high-end finished job, 13-month schedule. From piers to carpet, 13 months. From grass field to the first operating procedure. That's quick. It was a record for Rogers O'Brien building a hospital. Now, during that time, we collected a lot of data. We collected about 7,000 items that we're tracking to build this project. Now, what you're seeing here, I know it's hard to read, but all you're seeing broken out are the different subcontractors and their issues through the life of the project. So you can see there's a spike at one part. Well, that's going in the final punch list. That's when we have a lot of issues to wrap up. It's the final push at the end of the job. This is where we can learn a lot. I just want you to focus on the top outlier. That's the painter. He actually had double the amount of issues as everyone else. So for this time, we're just going to focus on him and how can we learn from this data. So to truly learn from this, we had to sit down with our project team and understand the stories and then validate the data with the team. So we should listen to our superintendents, and then we should take this data, sit down with them, and understand what was actually occurring. Before I could even show him the data pulled out of FieldLens, he said to me, "Why didn't we buy a level 5 finish for the painter?" Now, for those of you who don't know what a level 5 finish, that's the highest level for a wall finish that you can have in a building. And most projects are spec'd at a level 4. This project was spec'd at a level 4, but you can see it has high-end finishes, as tile, it's got granites, it's beautiful, lots of woodwork. Well, at the end, when the owner and architect were walking, they wanted that level 5 finish. So to bring that level 4 up to a level 5, we actually had 1,311 issues that we tracked that were associated with that. Now, once the painter is mobilized on site, it's approximately about $25, $30 an issue for him to go touch up and to bring that level 4 up to a level 5. So we calculated it's about $32,000. Now, we had an ad alternate at the beginning of the project to buy a level 5 finish for $15,000. And we didn't do it. We wanted to save the money. But now we have quantified and proved to ourselves that if we ever build another high-end hospital again at Rogers O'Brien, guess what? We're going to buy that level 5 finish immediately. Now, we want to give you some good data visualization. So what you're looking at here is level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4. Look at how, this is just the painting issues that you're seeing. Now look how it's being created throughout the project. Notice in the center of the building, I said to the super, I said, "Why are we having so many issues right there?" And he said, "Well, I guess we loaded all the material right there in the building." I said, wait, you didn't load it from the outside? We didn't have any windows left off or anything like that? He said, "No, we came right through these center corridors and we took it up this elevator." There's a lesson learned right there, just viewing the data visually and seeing that we probably should have bought more protection there. It's a lesson learned that we can now give to our estimators that they can actually use.
So what's fascinating to me about this is what we're focused on is providing technology to the superintendents and foremen out there that they can use to literally collect everything that they're seeing, everything they're experiencing, communicate with all the other folks on the job. And then the real power behind that is, for the first time, Rogers O'Brien can walk into that GMP discussion or that pre-bid discussion on the next project and no longer have the argument about the level 5 finish that probably you've all had, because there's just clear data here. We can now see definitively, look, this is what happens historically on projects. And as we do more and more of these analyses on more and more projects, there's going to be more insights like that. So this is another level of insight that we developed in concert with Rogers O'Brien based on their usage of FieldLens on this job. What we looked at here is we said, it's not just about issues. Issues aren't necessarily a bad thing. It's really about responsiveness. So what we did was quickly, we evaluated contract cost versus response time. In other words, if you've got a large contract cost and you have lots of issues with a long response time, you're not doing a good job. So not surprisingly, our painter down there on the bottom, there he is. However, up at the top, and this is where it gets really interesting, it's the wood door guy, right? His response time on this project was terrible. It's not something they actually realized until they looked at the data. And that has an impact as well, because now Todd can sit down with the wood door guy and say, hey, what happened on this job? This can't happen. So there's data actually unearthing something that they did not realize was happening.
Yeah, and we're out of time, but just real quick, where's this going? The future, this is where it gets real exciting. If we keep capturing this data, we now are building this historical database. We can now start to predict what a room is going to look like. I imagine a day when a superintendent can look at his iPad or Surface and he can actually get a room score, a predictive probability that this room, corridor 203, is going to have a 75% chance of giving you this many issues or giving you heartburn. And here are some proactive measures that you can take. That's where we're going with big data, and this is just the beginning. Thank you for your time.